So, as my ebook is currently on sale on Amazon, I'm sharing some passages from my book, in particular at the moment about the court cards. So, I don't normally do this, it feels a bit weird, but I am reading direct from my book here. And this is continuing putting the court cards into imaginary situations, real life practical situations, and considering how they might act in those situations. So, for the four nights, I had the concept of decorating a living room. This came about from when I used to. Well, I do still teach, but when I was first teaching, and in this analogy, just to put it clear, I am the Knight of Wands, and my ex husband is the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe that was one of the reasons why we struggled to coexist together. So, the story is the knights decorate the living room, and have a think which one is most like you? The Knight of Wands. It will be done in a couple of hours flat. I wake up and decide to decorate. I find a few paint tins in the garage and mix them together to make the tone light enough for the lounge. I then spend an hour looking for a paintbrush. I only find one and it's quite small, but it will do. Speed is achieved by painting around larger objects where I can. Dodgy areas are covered by rearranging pictures. 2 hours later, job done. Not perfect, but done. Time for a copper. The Knight of Cups. I'd love to be like this, but I'm not. The whole room has to centre around the peacock vase I found in a flea market on holiday last year. I want hand blended paint in the exact shade of green. I'm saving up for the sofa that has precisely the same teal swirls as the vase, and I'm spending every weekend sourcing the perfect pieces that I need for my lounge. The project is likely to take several years, but I need something this but I need my lounge to feel right and look gorgeous, and something this good cannot be rushed. It will probably never actually be finished, but I will love every moment of creating it. The Knight of Swords. I have scheduled the decoration for next Saturday. I intend to get the room finished in time to get out for the evening, and I've set a budget carefully worked out. The room is decorated exactly as planned. I'm at the DIY store after work the night before, my alarm clock is set, and I start methodically preparing and decorating at 6 a.m. on Saturday. I probably didn't allow enough time, so I don't get time to eat or shower before going out. But the room is done to a good enough standard, exactly as I planned it would be. Though actually, I'm a bit shaky as I didn't stop for any breaks to eat or drink. So this is definitely stepping away from the book for a moment. This is definitely work me, um, but it doesn't translate so well into my home life. And with the court cards, all of us are a blend, basically, but most of us have certain court cards that we're more comfortable with and certain court cards that we struggle with. So for me, I am definitely more in those two. And then coming back to the book again, the Knight of Pentacles, preparation is key. I like to start with several tester pots. It's important to try the paint in both the brighter and the darker areas of the room to get a real feel for the colour. I spend a full day preparing, moving the furniture into the centre of the room, covering with dust sheets, washing the walls, using masking tape to make sure the edges can be neat. The painting takes a full day too. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When I'm quite content, I will start to move the furniture back. I like comfort and beauty, but more than anything, I like to take my time in ensuring everything is ready. I would like a new sofa, so I'm researching different brands and have several fabric swatches to get a feel for which is the most suitable for my new lounge. I may take longer, but damn, I do a good job. And that was definitely my husband's attitude to DIY and decorating, and that was most definitely mine. So have a feel. Which of these four nights best suits you? If you're trying to understand the four nights, Try and think of them as psychologists. Try and think of them as characters first, because that's what the court cards are. They are the characters. They're the people in the tarot deck. And with the knights in particular, look at the horses. The horses and the relationship between the horse and the rider says everything. Okay, look at the speed of these two. We can't see the front or the back of the Knight of Wands. He tends to just dive right in without care. The Knight of Swords tends to overwork to the point of exhaustion. The Knight of Cups tends to take his time, tends to meander through life. Knight of Pentacles, I'm learning to love this knight, but it's hard for me because I am much more there. Grounded, solid, reliable, attention to details. So I hope you have found that helpful. I'm going to be sharing about the four queens tomorrow. And on my video shorts, I'm going to start uploading a series about the darker side of each of the court cards.